Peace. This is a continuation of my last video, aqeemu salaah. Now in proof or ayat 243, God, this is part of the agreement of the children of Israel, and God tells them to aqeemu salaah, uphold the commitment, uphold the salah. So God was addressing the children of Israel and told them to uphold the commitment, the salah. So do they know how to do the 5 times salah? Is that what that is? Okay. And here, and in 245, God also instructs the children of Israel, and these are the children of Israel at the time of the prophet, instructs them to seek help through sabr and as-salah, right? Seek help through sabr, patience, and the commitment. I don't know how doing a 5-time ritual prayer 2 times or 3 times, whatever. I don't know how a physical thing, for you doing physical movements, is going to help you with salvation. Okay. Here at 2:125. Let me see. God instructs Muhammad and his followers to take Abraham's station as a salah, as a commitment, almost, you know what I mean? 2:153. God instructs Muhammad's followers as God instructed the children of Israel in 2:45. Same thing, to seek help with sabr and as-salah. Right? So that means that salah and sabr are abstract, is an abstract, what's the word I'm looking for? It's an abstract concept. Here, in 2:155 to 157, God is talking about a group of the followers of Muhammad that trust that God said on them is the salawat, on them is salawat and rahmah, right? So how would they have grace and the physical 5-time prayer on them? So that means that God is just committed to them. These people, God graced them, and God is committed to them. Okay. Now between here, it starts at 2:26. God is talking about relationships, like divorce and stuff like that, whatever, iddah, and it goes to 2:41. But in between that, at 2:38, God instructs them to keep the salawat, salatul wusta, right? Keep the commitments and be moderate in the commitment and be upholding to God. So to me, my viewpoint is that this salawat, or this salat right here, is dealing with your commitment when it comes to relationships, right? Because a salat could be anything, as you will see, right? So this salawat deals with a relationship between a man and a woman. Okay, we have here at proof 3:38 through 41. This is when Zechariah is in his sanctuary, the mihrab, right? And God says that the angels came to him while he was in the mihrab doing salah. Was he doing the 5-time prayer salah? What was he doing? No, the salah means that he was just committed to whatever he was doing in his sanctuary. Like right now, me doing this video, and if you are watching this video, this is salah. We are committed to this particular activity. Okay. So then, in this salah, Zechariah is conversing with the angel telling him about his son he will have. Now, Ruku and Sujud, they say, is a part of the salat. But here, in 343, God, the angel instructs Mary to tell her to isjudi, do such isjudi wa raka'i, right? So, if you're doing this physical salat, the ruku', the bowing, comes before the sujud or the sajda. But here, the angel telling her to do sajda first, then do ruku'. I don't know how that could be reconciled. We have 5, proof 5:12. This salah is a part of the agreement that God had made with the children of Israel. And 5:55, these are the people who trust, who believe, trust. They uphold the salat, and they do the zakat, and they do ruku. There's no mention in this proof, there's no mention of sajda. And I didn't know that zakat would be a part of salat, because he's mentioned in salat and then ruku. So this tells you that salat, ruku, and the sujud could not be what they've been telling us for these centuries, right? At 8:35, this is talking about the idolatrous salat, right? What was their salat? What was their commitment at the house? And 9:5-11, this is with the idolaters, issues that they had with Muhammad and his followers. But God instructed Muhammad and his followers to leave the idolaters alone if they repent and they aqeemu salaah. Right? Leave them alone if they do that. It doesn't say if they take the shahada. There's no shahada here. It's just if they repent and aqeemu salaah. Right? What is this salat? Is this salat abiding by the laws of the land? Or is this aqeemu salat that these idolaters who are not told to be a believer, but just told to repent and to do the salat? Okay. 11:87. Prophet Shu'aib, his people asked him, does his salah commands him that they should stop being idolaters or do what they want with their property? They said, do your salah command you? What does a 3 times or 2 times salah, how can that command you? What is that? What is that physical motion of standing up and bowing? What is that commanding Shu'aib to tell the people to do with their property and how they viewpoint of God? 19:31, Jesus told the people that God required him to do salah. 19:55, Ishmael orders the people to do salah. 1959. The prophets that was just mentioned before 1959, their successors neglected. They was heedless of salah. What was this salah? Being committed to God. 2014, God instructs Moses at their first meeting to do salah for God's remembrance. Is he going to know to do this? And what will he be reciting if salah is the standing, bowing, and prostrating and sitting? If that's what it is, why would God tell Moses when he first meet God to do salah without any instruction on how to go about doing it? 2132. God instructs Muhammad to order people to do the salah also. 2173. God instructs Abraham, Lot, Isaac, and Jacob to uphold the salah. 2240. God states that if God did not stop other people from oppressing other people, then these places, these institutions will be destroyed. And amongst those is salawat, right? Places of trading, masjids is temples. A synagogue, a church, a mosque. These are all masjids. These are all incorporated masjids, are just temples. Right? 2278. God tells Muhammad followers to do salah. 2441. God states that everything in the birds that's flying, everything knows is salah. It's salah and it's tasbih. Right? It's salah, meaning it's commitment, and it's tasbih, meaning it's pursuit to that commitment. 2945. God tells Muhammad to quote the reading and do salah, and that the salah prevents fahisha, sexual deviance. Salah prevents fahisha, sexual deviance. There are the so-called Muslims I know plenty of Muslims who do this 5 times salah, and it just one night standing all night long and stuff of that nature, and whatever kind of fahisha, it's not stopping it. So that salah cannot be what prevents fahisha, sexual deviance. (31:17) Luqman tells his sons to aqeemu as-salah, uphold the salah. 33:33 God told Muhammad's spouses to uphold the salah. Now 43 oh shoot, I missed this ayat number right here. 33:43 God states that God and the angels do salat to Muhammad's followers to bring them out of darknesses into the light. Right here, God said, God do yusalli, right? So God and the angels do the salat to Muhammad's followers. And at 33, I don't have the number right in front of me, but I will put it in the description box. But it have to be after 43. But at 33, I don't have the ayah here in front of me. God states that God and the angels do salat to Muhammad, and that Muhammad followers should also do salah to Muhammad. Right? So what God is saying is that God and the angels are committed to Muhammad. O you who trust, be committed to Muhammad and submit complete and surrender completely. Wasalimu taslima means surrender completely, but they changed it to salute and salutations or something like that. Okay, 74:41 through 43. The criminals will be asked what led them to this punishment that they're in. And their response is that they didn't do salah. They didn't do salah. The people who reject it, they said they didn't do salah. They didn't say that, oh, they wasn't Muslim. They said they didn't do salah. 75:31 and 32. This person did not confirm, nor did they do salah. Instead, they denied and turned away. 87:14 and 15. God states that any person who betters themselves, whose zakat better themselves, is successful, and they remember their Lord, and then they salah, right? Then they commit. 96:9 and 10. This person do not want to do salah. This person is trying to prevent a person who wants to do the salah. 98:4 and 5. Those who are dedicated to the mandate, Ahl al-Kitab, right? Kitab, law, whatever. They were instructed, which means the Jews and the Christians, they were instructed to aqeemu salaah. 107:4 and 5. God says, beware the people who do the salah, but they are heedless of their salah, right? Beware of the musallin, beware the musallin, right? Beware these people who are showing off like they're doing this salah, but they're actually heedless. 108:2. God instructs Muhammad to salli, right? Do salah. Now here is when the people of Shu'aib said, "Do your salah command you that we should not follow what our fathers follow, you know what I mean, and do what we want with our money." And when God told Muhammad that salah prevents fahisha, this is the salah. This is the salah God is talking about. Now, it is 70 ayat or proof 70, 19, or 35. It says, man is created anxious, distressed when evil touches him or her, and stingy when good touches him or her, except illa musallin, right? As they, the tajweed, but illa musallin, right? Illa musallin, except the committed ones. The ones who are constant regarding their commitment. They keep to God's commandments, right? And the ones in the wealth is the due appointed for the beggar and the sanction. So pretty much family members, you got poor people in the street, they got the signs up begging for money, like, you know what I mean? So this salah is telling you what to do with your money. As Shu'aib people ask him, do your salah tell us what to do with our property? Right? Boom. And the ones confirming the day of Yawm ad-Din, right? What they call a day of judgment. And the ones they are worried about their Lord's punishment. The punishment of their Lord is other than safe. It's not safe at all. So these people who do the salah, they are fearful of the punishment of their Lord, because no one is safe from that punishment. The ones that are guarding a private part. This explains how salah prevents fahisha, sexual deviance. The ones they are guarding their private parts, except to their spouses or who is under the jurisdiction of their oath, or malakat and manikum, those committed by the oath, right? Then they are not to be blamed. So you in your committed relationship, you good. If you go out of that relationship while you are still in that relationship and you go out and cheat, then you are to be blamed. You see? But not with your spouse. They are to be blamed. But whoever goes beyond that, then these are the transgressors. So if you go beyond male and female relationship, monogamous, if you go beyond that, or if you go into the other kind of sexualities, salah supposed to this salah prevents that. The ones they fulfill their oath and pledge, and the ones they are upholding with their testimony, and the ones they are guarding over their commitment, meaning they hafidhu as-salawat, right? They guard the commitment, right? These are in honored gardens, right? These are in honored gardens. So, if you want to know what salah is, all you got to do is go to what they call Surah 70, 19 to 35. That will tell you what salah is, and that is how you aqeemu al-salah, right? Because, as I stated in my last video, when the prophets told to aqeemi salah, that was specifically for them to get the wahi, right, the instructions. Now this is salah that they had to do, Muhammad had to do, we all got to do, right? So if you go through and read and study 70, 19, and 35, if you want to know how to do salah, that is how you do salah. Peace.